What's up, guys? Expel here, and today we're going to be breaking down a gameplay you guys have never seen before, and let me rephrase, a mode you have never seen before on my channel as a tip video, and that is going to be quads. Now, I'd love to know your opinion. These breakdown videos, I've seen that you all love the solos, and if you want to stick with me going for the solos, let me know. But today, we're going to be doing quads. If you want to see trios, duos, let me know with a comment down below. Past all that, if you're new around here, we are crushing our way to not only 80,000 subscribers, but 90,000 subscribers on the channel. And if we keep going the way that we're going, we might pull it off by the end of the month. So if you're new around here, make sure you subscribe, make sure you like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. It would also be greatly appreciated you consider going over and following over on twitch.tv/IamExpel. I stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then every day on YouTube my videos go live at 2 p.m. Last but not least, feel free to join my Discord. Over on Discord, we have over 2,000 members. We're growing every single day, and it's a great way to find people to play with, as well as follow me over on Twitter, because if you go and you follow me on Twitter, you can stay up to date with your boy and all the information that I have for everything going on in my life. Regardless, let's go ahead and hop on into things, and let's learn a little bit. So, ladies and gentlemen, as it will be, I was playing with a Pied Piper, Rah, as well as our newfound friend Kelly. Hey, Kelly's cool. But normally I would be showing you guys a different kind of tip video, right? Whenever I do the tip videos where I play with teammates, what I usually like to do, and I try and stick to it, is basically letting you hear the team chatter and stuff like that. I've decided against that in this gameplay, and the reason why is because I feel like me speaking to you guys about what's going on is a little bit better. I will tell you, communication is key. In any video that you watch, you'll see that, you know, if people are communicating, they're going to get better wins, easier wins, and stuff like that. But in this case, I just want you guys to know that, yes, we talk to each other. We call out everything that we need to call out. And that's one big thing you need to pay attention to whenever you are watching my other, like, gameplay style videos. Listen to the way that I call out and stuff like that. Now, off the rip, Kelly's going to die up on this roof. I'm going to hit a quick little dig shot, and we're immediately going to try and help her out. Luckily, Rah got the kill there, but the big thing is, off the rip, you really want to get as much loot as you possibly can. This kill, you can't teach that, okay? Just shoot and hit your shots. But I usually do like to pop a few shots at the people that are coming down from the sky, just to see if I can hit my shots, and if I can, we go from there. Now, we do have a supply run, which was accidentally picked up. Didn't mean to pick it up. So we're not going to be pushing to go get that. But instead, as a team, what we're going to do off the rip is really just try and get as much cash as we can. That way, we can get our loadout drop. The biggest thing whenever you're playing team-based games, whenever you're playing Warzone in general, is to get your loadout. Now, the class that I'm going to be using in this gameplay, I already have a video on it. If you'd like to check it out, I'm going to leave a link in the description down below, as long as a link to every single one of my friends, their Twitch channel. So feel free to go follow them as well as myself. But we're just getting whatever we can currently and just looting up for the cash. Now, the big thing is as soon as you get that cash, you call it out and you start pushing for it. If you're sitting around just looting and looting and looting and looting, and you've had cash for a while, there's just no reason to even be looting at that point. Once you have the cash, you can get your loadout and you can be much further ahead than anybody else. Now, there was a car coming up right here. Anytime there's a car, we try and pop some shots at the car just to make sure that we can't get an easy kill out of it. And maybe sometimes you do get an easy kill out of it, but it is what it is at that point. Now, I will let you see that the weapons that I choose whenever I'm grabbing ground loot in this game, I try and stick with something that's suppressed or something that's very, very powerful. The Bruin is a very powerful weapon. I'm going to eventually do a class setup on that because it's ridiculously good, and I think you guys are really, really going to love it. Just working on a few things before we get to the Bruin. But at this point, you'll notice that I have 5,800, Pipe has 3,100, Rah has 26. So as soon as we grab that cash, we get our loadout. That's the big thing. I'm serious. If you can get your loadout, you are all set. Now, the loadout that I'm going to be grabbing, like I said, I do have a class setup video for it. However, it is a kilo as well as a, I believe an MP5 with a 45 round mag. So you're going to love that. Now, I pushed over to this one, and I also had Kelly over here with me. So I was like, guys, why don't we just come to this one? That way we don't have to push to another one. another buy station, I mean. So my teammates, they turned around, they came over here, and at this point I decided, you know what, seems like a good idea. Go ahead and loot up a little bit, look around, see if there's anybody else here. That way we're not caught in a bad situation. And I ended up finding 2 plates, which was fantastic, as well as some cash. And I can go ahead and get the cash right here, or drop my cash instead, actually. And then we can get the loadout. Now, a nice little tip to do is if there's people around, you know people are coming, what you can do with a loadout is go ahead and throw it inside whenever you're at this building. That's one of our favorite things to do, is grab the loadout, throw it inside, let it land on the roof, and then run up and grab it. But since we weren't really that concerned about it, we went ahead and threw it outside. And at this point, it's time to start pushing for teams, right? But we're going to work together as a team. That's the biggest thing. Whenever you're playing team-based games, understand you're playing as a team. Don't get separated from your team. Don't push in by yourself, because you're more than likely going to die, especially when you have 4 players. I'm serious about this. I can't tell you the number of times that Rah, Pipe, and I have gotten to like full-on arguments about, hey guys, if we stick together, we can win the game. So why don't one of us keep splitting off? And I'm not going to take, I'm not going to give blame to Pipe or Rah individually, because it ends up being all 3 of us at different times. It is what it is. So there were some people over here at this point. Rah was like, hey, I'm getting shot. And I tell Pipe, I'm like, hey man, he's got good shots. He's sliding around. He's hitting really, really insane hits. Pipe got a few shots on him. I tossed a C4. You got to help your teammates out in these situations. If you're not helping, you're going to get put in a bad spot. Now, I saw the person on the wall over here start popping shots. It's an easy kill. But that was a really good team. It came very, very fast. But just to break it down really quickly, Rah went down immediately. We had Kelly on the left-hand side for the flank. So as soon as Pipe knocked one, we were at an even standpoint, right? It was down to 3v3. So what we did was we got one more knock, and then at that point it's like, hey, once you get your second knock, you want to go ahead and push in and try and finish off those kills. Now notice I do have 3 kills at this point. I'm gonna have a lot more by the end of the game, so just be on the lookout for that. But we're gonna go ahead and push over and probably grab, if I'm not wrong, like a UAV, maybe a self-res, something off of this buy station, just to try and get ahead. Actually, I think we already had a UAV. So we saw this guy right here. I'm going to pop some shots at this guy. But normally, if someone didn't have a UAV in that instance, we're looking at our cash. We're grabbing those UAVs, and we're pushing for kills. If you want to get better at the game, ladies and gentlemen, don't be scared to push for kills. Yes, you may die, but if you're working as a team and everybody's pushing in together, you should be good. Now, notice I did throw a C4 up there first. Also, you can't shoot through the floor right there. I threw a C4 up top first because I wanted to see if I could get a crack on the guy while he was up there, and then maybe be able to get an angle to shoot him so that I didn't have to worry about it and he could try and heal while I was shooting him. We got another guy coming back in from the team we just killed a second ago. I'm going to pop him with the Kilo, which, by the way, has massive, massive damage. Highly recommend the weapon, especially the class setup that I have. And we're going to start shooting at the people in the helicopter. Now, as soon as you crack armor in this game, you want to call that out to your teammates, especially if they're in a helicopter, because that means, hey, let's go ahead and keep shooting. And you'll notice that Kelly actually got the kill on the person that was in the helicopter. So that was a free kill. We got, easy loot right there. It was a little bit further away, so we're really going to take our time pushing it. And Kelly's going to be grabbing a bounty back behind us. At this point, we've got all these people that Pipe and Rah are fighting, so I decided to push over and help them out. You don't want to leave them in a 2v4 situation. But we're comfortable as teammates to actually split off. Now, I don't recommend this to everyone. I can never recommend this to a lot of the people, that are watching the video. But if you feel comfortable enough, feel free to do so. Now, I'm going to get absolutely destroyed right here. Just plain and simple. I had that guy inside shooting at me. He was a live streamer. I couldn't find his live stream because I didn't look it up. Yeah. So he was a live streamer. He had really good shots. Good for him. So I ended up dying. I called out where they were at for Kelly. I was like, hey, there was 2 guys. There was one inside, one outside. Kelly ended up getting the kills. Rah and Pipe pushed over, and everybody's going to be all together whenever I get back. And then I'm going to be able to grab my loadout and then grab another loadout to get Ghost. And I'd like to say a lot of people have been having issues with the gulag in this game. It's not that bad. Pre-aim. That's it. That's the whole secret. Push forward, pre-aim your corners, wait for them to push into it. If they don't push into it, readjust, switch to a different angle, get ready for another pre-aim. That's all it is in the gulag. If they're running around and trying to hit you in the back with their fists, well, I mean, it is what it is. There's not much you can do about that other than, be better. So So I went ahead, I landed back on my stuff like I said I was going to. We grabbed our MP5, we grabbed our kilo. We're making sure we've got ammo. We're all reloaded. I'm checking my ammo twice. And then we're moving over and we're grabbing our loadout over here. That's going to give us fully loaded on both weapons. What I've got is an assault rifle that has fully loaded on it, as well as a pistol that has fully loaded on it. So what that means is that not only will I get assault rifle ammo, I'll also get submachine gun ammo. And I do that just in case, you know, later in the game, I'm running out of ammo. If we see a loadout drop on the ground, I can run over and we can grab it. Now, we are calling out the guy on the quad, but that's not the guy we really want to go for. You'll notice that Kelly and Rara are shooting the guy off the quad. Easy kill. I think Rara actually ended up throwing a C4 to kill the guy, but we're going to start rotating around this way, Pipe and I, and we're going to get caught in some kind of crazy situations. I was actually asking Pipe for some plates here, and there's a guy that has a sentry gun beaming us from across. So what you want to do at this point is just start looking for that cover. I see a helicopter over here, so I'm preparing myself to have to fight that. I'm going to look and see over the wall if I can find somebody. I don't see him, so I'm dropping back down. Even if I did see them, it was all about being able to call them out. But I'm peeking and seeing where I saw the red dots, and then I get shot from the right. So the big thing is you're trying to keep that cover, and the reason I got shot right there is because I didn't have my cover. Now, Kelly ended up getting knocked by the person with the sentry gun, the guy that just shot me, and luckily she had self-res. That's a big thing. If you have the money for self-res in this game, and you guys don't really need anything else, just grab that self-res. Now, yes, I am going to crack the guy over here. This is going to be a very split situation. We're fighting two different teams. At this point, we're calling out, hey, we need to get together. We need to figure out what we're doing, and we need to, you know, put ourselves in a better situation. So notice Kelly starts running over this direction, peeking left at the same time because she doesn't want to get shot, and Pipe's getting absolutely destroyed by the person on top of the building. I'm saying, hey, Pipe, this is a bad spot. We got two teams fighting us. I'm not sure that we can sit here. We probably just need to rotate out. So instead of keeping our low ground and, you know, trying to fight somebody that has head glitches on the building above us, notice we literally just get out of there. Sometimes kills are not worth it. You can fight them later in the game. Don't be that thirsty, okay? Because if you're pushing in and you're trying to get kills on people that have the advantage on you, more than likely you're going to die, especially if you're split as a team. Also, we're calling out, hey, Rara, what the fudge are you doing? Why are you so far behind us, you moron? Please get over here, because we knew that team was there. Oh my God. Love you, Rara. Anyway, so we're just rotating out, and I'm gonna basically run over here, grab some plates, because there is a buy station over at this building. And the big thing is know how to spend your money whenever you're playing quads. You know, look at what's going on with your team. Pipe doesn't have any plates. He's down a plate, so we need to go ahead and get some plates for the squad. So I'm going to run over here. I'm going to grab some plates. I'm going to throw some plates on the ground. And we're going to make it happen. We're going to make it happen. So I got my 5 plates. Pipe's got his cash. I'm going to throw some down extra just in case. And he's going to grab some plates as well. And we're just going to kind of wait to get everybody together. Once everybody's together, you know, we're going to start moving out and going to a different area of the map. So it's all about just like waiting around, waiting and seeing if everybody's going to be ready. Once everybody's ready, we rotate. So everybody finished buying their plates and stuff, and we've decided to pretty much just go check out Promenade. I'm gonna hop on top of the building to basically try and see if there's anybody that's going to be coming in behind us. I didn't see anybody. We immediately rotate out, but 2 of our teammates decided, hey, why don't we grab the supply run here and maybe get a self-res for Kelly. We get some UAVs, stuff like that, and just disregard us just driving backwards right here. You know, you gotta have fun when you're playing the game, because if not, what are you doing? And then I'm teabagging rah-rah. It is what it is, okay? Just let me have fun in this game. Anyway, we're rotating back, and I heard somebody shooting very, very close. I see, you know, there's a little thing in the sky over there, and Rara's gonna go ahead and push over for the supply run. He said, hey, I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can grab this and just get ahead of the game. You guys can come over in a minute and get your stuff if you need to. I waited for my teammates to get over here. Once they were here, I see the guy in the middle of the street. First thing I did, I called him out. Kelly was shooting at the same time. We got the knock. We got the kill. We cleaned it because it was out in the open. There was no reason to let them get inside and res. At this point, we're waiting to see if someone's going to push out. So we're getting cover. We're getting head glitches. We're behind things, and we're making sure that we're in a good situation just in case someone does push out, that we can kill them. Now, you'll notice that Pipe is actually pushing in by himself. It's a really bad play. I'm sure he knows it. But we're all separated at this point. I'm shooting at a helicopter like an idiot. I think a big thing is just knowing your surroundings and not stressing out so much because you know those surroundings. I get a lot of comments about, hey, how did you run out in the open here and not get shot? Guys, if you come and watch my streams, 9 times out of 10, when I'm out in the open, I'm checking left to right constantly, making sure left to right, no one's there. Because if you are not doing that, yes, you're probably going to get shot. People are trying to catch you off guard. But if you even look in that direction, it's going to make them not want to shoot at you because they know that you're a smarter player than most people that run around in this game. So I ended up running over here. Rara and Kelly are calling out, hey, we've got a team on top of this hill, and we're going to need some help pushing in. And then we're like, okay, maybe not on top of the hill. They've moved down to the building. And at this point, they need some help. I'm going to be grabbing a different angle. We've got Rara and Kelly at the top of the hill. I'm going to be taking the left-hand side. Pipe's going to be about 200 meters behind us. So this is going to be up to 3 of us. And at this point, we've engaged a battle with a lower hand, right? But Kelly's going to get that knock. It's going to be an easy push for me if we take it. And then I'm like, hey, go ahead and get the res. If you can get the res, I can get a knock. I got a guy down below on the left-hand side. That's an easy knock. We get another knock and elimination. And then at this point, we know that it's just one guy left. So I'm going to slowly push inside. I see the guy at the window. I throw a C4. We're going to get a crack on the guy because that's the best thing to do if you got people in the house. Go ahead and get prepared for somebody to need that crack. And then as soon as I got the crack armor, that's a push. That is a push for me. As soon as you crack that armor, you push in, you try and get the kills because that gives you an advantage, especially if you have full armor. If you don't have full armor, take the cracked armor, back up, get a heal off. And then if you have another C4, you can throw it in again, get cracked armor again. So Pipe's still back here. He's calling out, hey, I ended up getting stuck back here because I did find people. So I'm going to need a little bit of help. So we're pushing in and we're trying to help Pipe out. Literally all 3 of us are right beside each other. It's like, hey, thank you for marking the guy. We're going to push in. We're going to help you out here. So Pipe's going to get the knock on the guy inside the building. I'm like, hey, Pipe, I'm going to go ahead and get your clean. Kelly's going to jump in the window as well. But I'm going to go ahead and run up top and do my best to clean the guy that's sitting inside. Easy clean right there. Wanted to make sure they didn't have self-res. And I was like, hey, Pipe, there's a guy on top of your building, bud. And he was like, yeah, I thought he was there. So Pipe ended up killing the guy on top of that building. At this point, there's 36 players left and 11 teams, 10 kills on just my part. So we're pretty much destroying this lobby right here. We're using our UAVs to our advantage. We're sticking together as a team for the most part. And you're going to have that one teammate that runs off by themselves. Just be prepared that if they do die, they die. Now Kelly's grabbing a quad because Rara called out, hey, those guys came back to where they were. Rara gets a nice Car 98K knock, and I'm like, all right, I'm pushing up. Kelly's pushing up. Rara gets the clean, and it's like, this is a perfect opportunity for us to go ahead and just, get easy kills one more time. So we're pushing in. We're trying to get these kills on the people that are over here. Kelly's behind a rock, and I'm like, hey, back up. I'll trade in for you. I got your back. You got no armor, so I'm pushing in. Kelly's healing up. I'm pushing in. She started popping shots, said the heck with it, and I C4'd the guy. There's one person left, so it wasn't that big of a deal. Now, we're back at the edge of the map. 31 people remaining now. And Rara gets another snipe on a team where he just tagged. Notice we're getting tags on the teams. Now, this is a bad push. And let me explain. Pipe's calling it out the whole time. I'm like, hey, Pipe, he got a knock. I feel like I may as well just go in and try and get these kills. And Pipe's like, well, it's a bad push. They're outside the circle, so just keep that in mind. I'm going to stay back here, and I got your cover fire. So I see the people behind this. I'm gonna start popping some shots, get a knock right there, and then I got shot from behind, and I'm like, hey guys, getting shot from behind. And I think in just a second, Pipe's gonna start looking. Yeah, Pipe started shooting from the other side, and we got our cleans on the people inside of there. Now, notice the knowledge that I got there. I jumped up to see over the fence first to see if I could see the guy that was knocked already. I did see him. I saw he was getting rezzed. And then once I saw that, I peeked around the corner, started shooting. Instead of just running around the corner and getting sprayed down, you want to get that knowledge and keep your cover at the same time. So Pipe and Kelly ended up getting the kill on the person that was in this building, the guy that shot me. We got the 2 kills, or 3 kills technically, that were at the other building. And then we started pushing in as a team to get together. I feel like I've said a whole lot in this video. And I genuinely do apologize because I'm trying to explain every single thought that I have. And for those of you that are like, why are you talking so much? That's what the video it's what the video is. Well, I'm literally explaining all my thoughts whenever I'm playing, because Otherwise, you're just going to hear me making call outs. And while that's it's good. You get to hear me making call outs. There's no explanation as to why I do the things that I do whenever I'm live streaming. Anyway, Kelly got a knock on the people in this building and then a clean. And I'm like, all right, so I'm going to get a flank on the right-hand side. You guys go ahead and get prepared to push in on the left. I've got pipe coming up behind me as well. And then I'll wait for somebody to push down to get that clean. No, listen, it was pretty much instant, but I was literally waiting for someone to push down to try and res the guy. And then we got pipe pushing out, getting the guy on the top because Kelly ended up getting knocked. And we're like, hey, Kelly, give it just a second. Just keep tapping and we're going to get you picked up. And so we ended up getting a full squad right there. Pretty much wiped very, very easily. And now there's 23 players left. So the lobby's getting smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, right? We've got 8 teams, 23 left, which, by the way, you know, that's going to leave you with at least a few solos, maybe some duos, maybe some trios, stuff like that. So we're doing the best out of most of the teams in this game, and we know it good and well. And at this point, it's all about positioning. Whenever you get to the late game, you want to get the best positioning. A lot of people are going to say, hey, you know, rotate that edge there. But in my personal opinion, whenever it comes to quad game modes, especially when you're running a good team and you're trying to get those kills, you have to decide whether or not you want to go for the win or if you want to go for the kills and the win, right? If you're just going straight for the win, rotating the edge isn't going to, you know, it isn't going to be a bad idea. But for us, we do want to go ahead and push towards the edge of the news circle and then check the outside. Now, this whole time we're pinging people. I cracked a guy over on the right-hand side, and I'm getting prepared to go ahead and fight this team. I'm checking to see if they're pushing towards the car because I don't want them to try and, you know, run away. And there's going to actually be 2 people behind this building here. I cracked one, didn't see the other until we push up in just a second. Kelly's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and push in. I'm like, hey, got your back. Let's go ahead and do it. Kelly's got the rock here. Notice she immediately got, you know, the rock for cover. That was the first thing she did. I've got no armor. Kelly's going to start getting beamed right there. And I'm like, hey, got you. Trade in, trade in. You know, we're shooting back and forth. And then we got a guy moving around on the right-hand side. I'm going to get absolutely destroyed there for a second because he was hopping around like a bunny. Oh, my gosh. Calm down, sir. Breathe. Good gracious. And then Pipe, after we kill all these people over here, Pipe saying, hey, guys, just want to let you know, there are 9 players remaining, 4 teams. So what that means is there's going to be maybe, you know, a duo, some solos, stuff like that. Just be prepared because you're not going to have a lot of people. Rara's calling out that there's a guy up here. We are pinging left and right. Notice this. We are pinging people left and right. A lot of the issues that you guys have is that you're not marking people. You're not calling people out. You're not hitting your shots, stuff like that. You know, those are the kind of things that you got to work on. Rara gets a knock, but it's a full kill. So we know that that was a solo. We can start rotating in. Again, 3 teams left. We realize that it's probably, you know, 1 team of 2 or 2 teams of 2 and a solo or something like that. So, well, technically it would be 2 teams of 2 or 1 team of 3 and a 1. That would be what it is. That's literally your only options. So we're checking around the edge of the map. We're making sure that we're not going to get shot in the back because if we lose 1 person, we might be down. We could get knocked out. So we're checking all the edges here, especially at the end of the game when people are going to be hiding because they want to try and get that kill or that win to the best of their ability. So they're hiding around the edges of the map. And so we're checking every single crevice. You know, we got Pipe over there checking the buildings. He doesn't see anything in the buildings. And Kelly gets a little bit kill hungry here. She really wanted the kills, so she started pushing in. But she started popping shots on this person. I said, hey, got your back. If they you know, start shooting, I got you. And then when I get shot from the right-hand side, I'm calling it out. I didn't get the live tag. I was pressing the button, but it was being really hateful with me at that moment. But I did press the button, and then I was like, Pipe, they're on the right-hand side behind the tree. And he ended up getting the knock on that person. Kelly ended up getting shot from the left-hand side from somebody we couldn't see. She was calling it out the whole time, but we could not see the person was the issue. And she was down. She couldn't get the live tag either. Rara ends up getting a good snipe. It's a 1v3 situation. Got a few good shots on the person over here. That's going to be our last person. Going to be 1 shot, and it's an easy win. Ladies and gentlemen, that is how you get the easy wins in quads. It's all about teamwork. It's all about sticking together. It's all about hitting those pings, hitting your shots, and just working as a team. Alrighty, guys, that is gonna do it for the video. If you did go on to enjoy, it'd be greatly appreciated. Drop the video like, subscribe if you're new around here, and make sure to turn on notifications. That way you get notified every single time I post a video. Once again, we're working our way to 90,000 subscribers. So if you could subscribe to the channel, it would mean the world to me, ladies and gentlemen. Next up, please do me a huge favor. If you enjoyed the video, make sure you go follow me over on twitch.tv/IamExpel. We stream every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, starting at 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we drop some insane gameplays, or we just have a ton of fun and we vibe in chat. The last two things I'd like to say is make sure you go follow me over on Twitter. We just passed over 1,000 followers, and we're actually almost, you know, working our way to like 1,200. So like if you wanted to do that, that'd also be very cool. So that's twitter.com/IamExpel. Links are always in the description down below, along with a link to my Discord, which is also going to be in my pinned comment. It's a great way to find friends to play with, and maybe you can pull off some crazy gameplays like this. Regardless, thank you guys so much. I hope you all have a fantastic day, and I will catch you in the next one. Peace out.